When we strive to tame our minds, we often encounter feelings of frustration and helplessness. Our thoughts are like unruly waves crashing against the shores of our consciousness, pulling us into a turbulent sea of emotions. However, amidst this chaos, there exists a profound truth that the great Buddha shared with his disciples, a truth that reveals the extraordinary potential that lies dormant within each of us. Today, we will present a parable of Buddha, in which he teaches us how we can achieve mastery over the mind. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where calmness seems impossible? Where the noise of life echoes within your mind, blurring the clarity of your thoughts? Have you ever questioned whether it's possible to find stillness in the midst of life as incessant clamor? Perhaps you have sought solace in meditation or mindfulness practices, yet the echoes persist, mocking your efforts. You may feel like a lone island in a stormy sea, battling against the relentless waves of mental turmoil. But what if the solution to this age-old struggle lies in an unexpected corner of your being, waiting to be discovered? What if the key to untaming your mind is hidden within the depths of your own existence? Join us as we delve into the profound teachings of Buddha, exploring the paradoxical truth that can lead you to inner tranquility. Above the sky, gray clouds gathered. Behind the distant hills, the sun slowly set. The light painted the heavens red. In the air lingered the scent of rain, as if nature itself foretold that some special teaching was approaching. The leaves of the trees whispered, the wind gently swayed them, and every sound seemed as if it praised the silence. In the city of Rajagaha, the stones around the monastery shone wet. On the ground, small puddles gathered. In them reflected the shadow of the sacred Bodhi tree. The birds had fallen silent. Only the chirping of crickets was heard, as if the whole world awaited for the master to speak. Ananda slowly approached, his steps uncertain, his heart filled with worry. His thoughts whirled in confusion. He felt as if his head were a river, impossible to restrain. The current carried him here and there. Each thought gave birth to fear. Each memory laid another burden on him, and visions of the future pressed his chest even tighter. Buddha sat beneath the fig tree. His eyes gleamed in the faint twilight. His face radiated serenity which went beyond the noise of the everyday world. The roots of the tree gripped the earth deeply, as if they bound heaven and earth, and Ananda felt as if the Master himself held the world in balance with this force. Buddha spoke. His voice flowed quietly, yet every word carried weight, as if the wind carried them toward eternity. Ananda, there is a story that can calm the mind, just as a gentle breeze extinguishes a flame. On the banks of the Ganges lived a young man, named Surya, his heart full of shadowy thoughts. He rose at dawn, yet was weary, for his mind at night churned like a stormy river. Behind the thatched house stood mango trees. Their leaves rustled, as if guarding a secret. The earth smelled sweet. The humid air slowly rose. Soft mist rested above the water. Surya gazed into the mirror of the river. On his face, nervousness. In his chest, rapid beats, trembling hands. His mother silently cooked rice and lentils. Her worried eyes followed her son. She whispered a prayer. On the shore, fishermen prepared their nets. Ropes slid, boats creaked softly. The sun glimmered behind clouds. Golden streaks drew on the waves. Owls fell silent. Surya's thoughts scattered, past mistakes, fears of the future, words that pierced like needles. He grasped the old oar, smooth wood, warm in his palm, yet it stirred uncertainty. An old sadhu sat on the shore, his body covered in ash. In his eyes, silence, like a deep lake, unmoving. Surya greeted him with a wave, then stepped into the boat. Beneath the planks, water splashed, solemnly. The wind grew stronger, tugging fine ripples. The reeds bent. Birds flew up in fear. In the middle, the river darkened. Whirlpools swirled. From below, a low murmur rose. Surya murmured a prayer within, asking his soul to find peace, that his heart's rhythm might slow at last. The oar dipped, water dripped, circles were born, vanished, as if they were breaths. The boat tipped forward, then leveled again. Surya's jaw loosened, his eyelids tightened. In the distance, the shore receded. Huts blurred, only green and water remained, endless. Surya recalled a childhood day. When he laughed, his heart was light, carefree, pure. Now he understood that this lightness he sought, but in the wrong place, in the waves, not within himself. The clouds thickened in the sky. Lightning trembled at the edge of the horizon. The air grew heavy. Surya's boat reached the center. The waves of the Ganges rose high. The water splashed cold upon his face. His heart beat faster. His hands trembled. The oar was about to slip. Fear gripped his chest. His thoughts lashed like storms. Past failures, future uncertainties, all attacked at once. Then he heard the old sadhu's voice from the shore, gentle yet strong, as if the wind carried it. Master your mind, and the boat will follow. Even the fiercest current cannot overturn you. Surya closed his eyes, drew a deep breath. Air filled his chest. Slowly he released it. In his imagination, the oar was no longer wood, but his own awareness, guiding the boat with each movement. The waves still struck, yet his heart's rhythm slowed. His breath merged with the sound of the river. With every exhale, fear lessened. With every inhale, strength was born. The water seemed less threatening. The sky thundered, but on Surya's face lay calm. Beneath his eyelids glowed a light, as if a flame had risen. The boat moved slowly, yet surely. The waves did not cease, but no longer swept away his soul. The shore drew closer, the dark line of stones clearer, the green reeds more vivid. Then Surya understood that it was not the river he had tamed, but himself, the storm of the mind. His heart grew lighter, a smile appeared on his lips, and for the first time he tasted not fear, but peace. When Surya's feet touched the shore, the pebbles were cold, but his soul felt warmth. His eyes filled with tears. Through the foliage the sun broke. Its rays drew a golden bridge across the water. The world breathed with him. The old sadhu stepped closer, his smile deep, as one who knew the boy had at last found himself. Surya's heart beat in peace, every step light, as if he did not touch the ground. In the silence of the monastery, Buddha waited, his face radiant. In his eyes the reflection of infinite patience. Ananda sat beside him, but now his attention was no longer chained by worry, but seized by the power of the story. Buddha spoke, his voice soft yet immense, as if it came from beyond time. The mind is both the boat and the storm. If you can master it, nothing can sink you. Ananda drew a deep breath. His heart slowed. His tears dried. Inside, the silence grew stronger than the noise. Surya's example shone like light before him. He understood that every battle begins and ends within oneself. The trees whispered. The birds sang again. The wind stilled. Nature itself stood in peace. Buddha lifted his gaze to the sky, and his words rooted deeply in the hearts of the disciples. If you master the mind, the world becomes your servant. If you allow it to master you, you become the servant of all. The rays of the sun slowly vanished, yet the light remained within Ananda's soul and within all who heard. Thus the example became eternal teaching, a story not about the river, but about the strength of the human heart. As we conclude this profound journey, we invite you to become an integral part of our community. Your support is invaluable, and together we can continue to share these enlightening stories and teachings with the world.